Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at if you see this object, call 911 immediately. So, this new piece of technology has been going around. It was made for good purposes, but some people are using it for bad. So watch this video to see what people are doing and how you can avoid it. But first, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? So, a few years ago, if somebody broke into your home, there would be no way to find out who did it. But today, with the invention of security products, people now can. Using surveillance cameras, many criminals are caught. You see, the thing is, sometimes criminals spot security cameras. They can then destroy the security cameras or simply avoid them. That is why some people prefer to use covert security cameras. These can be hidden in things around your home, and one of the things that security cameras can be hidden in is a fake coat hanger. You might have seen or at least heard of these fake coat hanger cameras in stores. But in case you haven't, it's basically a coat hanger you can put up anywhere. However, above where you put the coats is a small hole, and in that hole is a camera. This camera can be accessed by anyone using a laptop. At first, many people bought these for their original reason, that is to catch criminals. But it wasn't long before criminals themselves began using these, just different criminals. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? Well, maybe you are. We all demand privacy in places like changing rooms or hotel rooms, but it turns out sometimes that may not be what you're getting. Some very shady people actually put these devices up in changing rooms and hotel rooms. Most people simply don't realize this, as it just blends in with the room, and a few people who fall victim to these simply use them as coat hangers. But in reality, they have a camera hidden inside them watching their every move. Thousands of these are being found every year in changing rooms, and hundreds in hotel rooms. Of course, people do the most private things in changing rooms and hotel rooms, so it's the last place you'd want a camera. But it turns out any peeping Tom can simply set one of these up and then record you. Just earlier this year, famous broadcaster Donald McIntyre found one of these in his own home. It was later found out his ex-wife put it there to spy on him. The people who are secretly filming you can look at it for voyeuristic purposes, or sometimes they can use it as blackmail material to make you pay them money. But what happens most is the footage being leaked onto the internet. Sometimes this is leaked onto the regular web, but a lot of the footage goes right onto the deep web. This makes it nearly impossible for authorities to trace who's spying on you. Just think of all the places you may have been where you're being secretly recorded. It could be your own school or gym changing room, or maybe a changing room in a store, or even a hotel you recently stayed at. And occasionally these can even be found in public bathrooms. It's very unsettling to hear this, but unfortunately it's a very common reality. These are being found mostly in the USA and in Europe, but there's also been some reports of these in Asia, and I'm sure it's not long before they make it to Africa too. That's right, these things are touching every single continent. Believe it or not, there are even websites where people can spy on all of these cameras in real time. Many people simply don't notice them as they blend in with the room, and many people who fall victim to these say they thought the camera hole was a nail hole. So how can you make sure you never get spied on by one of these? Well, first off, before you go into any hotel room or changing room, make sure you check the area. If you see one of these things, obviously leave and call 911 right away. Some people are tempted to contact the manager, but you should not do this. First off, some managers don't want the bad press, so they'll cover it up. And in other cases, managers have been found to be the ones doing this. So make sure you leave the area as fast as you can and call the cops. These things aren't illegal to buy and use for good reasons, like stopping burglars. But of course, it's illegal to secretly record people in private places. So now you know to keep a lookout for these and what to do if you see one. Make sure you share this video on social media with all your friends and family so they don't fall victim either. I can't imagine how terrible it would be anyone in my family falling for one of these things. You may think this kind of thing would never happen to you, until it does. So always be very aware and cautious of one of these things, as they're a growing dangerous trend. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for if you've ever seen one of these before, and be sure to check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment and in the comments section. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.